The death of Nate Robinson still remains a mystery to the residents of Emmerdale, but will Robert Sugden rumble the real murderer? The killer of Emmerdale's Nate Robinson is set to be unmasked this week in Emmerdale as villainous John Sugden continues a conniving plan. The ITV soap's bad guy feigns surprise as someone else is blamed for the murder of Nate, who was played by Jorrell Carter. In earlier episodes, John, who is played by Oliver Farnworth, injected Nate with an unknown substance, which he had a bad reaction to, causing his death. John then disposed of the body in the lake. However, the hiding place didn't last long as the lake had to be dredged due to a slurry tank leak and the body was found, causing the police to start investigating. Since then, John has been trying his hardest to maintain his innocence while manipulating the situation to his advantage, by any means necessary. Last week saw John spooked by an old face at the surgery, the person who spiked Robert Sugden. One of their last interactions ended with John throwing the patient out of the surgery. In upcoming episodes, Owen's tragic exit will be confirmed as Dr. Liam Kavanagh makes a return visit to Owen's home after he is concerned by the lack of response. He goes on to call the police, who arrive and soon confirm Owen's death. While in the deceased man's home, DS Walls shows Liam a written confession on Owen's laptop as it looks like John's dastardly plan is working perfectly. The policewoman later tells Kane and Tracy they have found a suicide note confessing to Nate's death. Back at the surgery, John acts suitably shocked when Liam relays the news of Owen's confession and death, despite him being the one behind it all to keep suspicion away from himself. The next day, carrying on the investigation, DC Cole arrives at the surgery wanting more information about Owen's medical history. Seeing DC Cole leaving the surgery, Robert tries to figure out what's going on, with Claudette letting slip that John had been to Owen's house shortly before he died. But it seems that Robert may be able to outsmart his brother as, before long, Robert arranges to meet Owen's brother, Steve, and is shocked to discover that Owen had a solid alibi for the date Nate was murdered. It doesn't take much consideration before Robert arrives at the police station, claiming to have new information about Nate's murder. How will John get out of this one?